Recording. Good morning, LinkedIn family. It's time for another Coffee with Bob. Today, I'm very pleased to sit down and speak with Adam Sinkus. Adam and I go back a little bit, which is cool. We've talked not face to face, but we've had conversations over the phone over the time that we've known each other, and I've watched Adam really transform his business and watched him grow. And I got to say, if you're not connected to Adam, reach out to him, connect him, follow him, and definitely engage with him. He's got some good stuff going on. His posts are always great, and I really appreciate it. And again, it only takes one connection to change a life. And I got to believe that out there, Adam is that connection for you all. Adam, tell us about what's going on, how you're shifting, I hear.
Yeah, we're making some shifts. So you got the marketing business, Elevator agency, that we are shifting from home services over to more of a focus on e-com and SaaS companies. Really a big opportunity is companies that are on like Shopify and things like that from an e-commerce standpoint that are looking to kind of take that next step into bigger spaces, being able to provide a better overall experience, more developed websites, things like that. As for the SaaS platforms, we're looking to, work with companies that are, that are really innovating the way we use technology, and really build them websites and places that highlight all the amazing things that they're doing as a platform and as a company. So excited to be kind of moving into those new spaces. It's a bit of a different transformation from home services, which we've done forever and we do pretty well at. But you got to spread the wealth a little bit.
Yeah. So that's awesome. I mean, one thing that I've always liked about you is that you're a shifter, right? You know how to take a look at where the market is, and you know how to take you're very honest about what your skills are and where your team is, and you know how to shift that to fit the needs of the individuals that are out there. So tell me a little bit about the shift. What kind of led you in that direction? Customer demand, I would imagine, right?
Yeah, that's a big piece of it. We love you, home services industry, but the reality is the home services industry is a very tactile industry. So it's a lot of effort teaching about the value of digital marketing and the value of a website and all the pieces that go with that. And so not that we don't absolutely love doing that, because we're totally passionate about marketing and digital marketing, what it's all about and why it's a benefit to grow your business. But the reality is as we shift into some of these other areas, these are areas that are emerging and really exploding right now. Technology is just growing so fast. And if we can find cool, creative ways to integrate our abilities into what some of these technology platforms are doing, we can really help people take their businesses to the next level. So it's about looking at what the potential is, and just understanding that there's potential for us to do even so much more than we're already doing.
Awesome. So all right, so now it's time to show off some of your skills you got going on here. So I've got a friend who has a little Shopify business. What's your best piece of advice for them to really ramp up their game?
So number one is getting away from a Shopify site itself, right? So Shopify sites are great if you're just starting out. It's a great platform to get your feet wet in that world. But the reality is there's a lot of limitations from a design perspective, from a platform perspective, that prevent you from being able to take that from, a kind of a homegrown business, which is where most Shopify sites start, to something that's a larger scale. Yes, they have plugins for WordPress and all that stuff, and that is great, and it makes it really easy to integrate into a bigger site. But when you start talking about how do you grow your business, right? One of the key pieces is visibility. And visibility happens when you have a site that's SEO optimized. And that's not only just the front end, what you see, the words on the page, things like that, but it's also the back end things that affect like page speed and loading time, and just overall Google's ability to actually search and seek through your page. And so when somebody custom builds you a site, which is all we do, we don't do template sites at all, we can actually code and build that specifically so that Google can crawl it effectively, so that it's fast and optimized, so that pictures are using the right format, so that you're not spending 20 minutes waiting for every page to load every time you want to look at a new product.
Yeah.
So
Awesome. I mean, that's great stuff. And I would imagine that you have some consulting clients too that are trying to get their sites up and noticed.
yeah, we're still working in that space. Mostly now doing more towards the kind of CMO side of it, more towards the marketing side of it. Yeah, definitely we work with building brand strategies and go-to-market strategies as well, as kind of an overall piece of this, right? Because somebody may have a great website, but they might not have the strategy to push that great website out to the world so everybody can see it.
Yeah, yeah. So when a potential client comes to you, right, for the very first time, what's the first thing that you do as as a leader of your organization to really get to know the needs of that particular client?
It's about building a relationship. It's much of what I do on LinkedIn day in and day out. But it's about building a relationship and understanding what their goals of their business are, right?
Mm-hmm.
The reality is not everybody is out there seeking leads and this big like lead gen thing that everybody thinks a website is all about. Some
Yeah,
people are
yeah.
looking for it for informational. Some people are looking for it to build an email list, not necessarily for leads now, but for projects down the road. So it's understanding what is their intention of this website and who is their ideal market.
Mm-hmm.
Who are we looking for this? And then from there, it's back to the World Wide Web, and we do our research and figure out, what's important to those people. And we talk to you about what's important to those people.
Yeah.
What you think is important, what we know is important from our research. And then we look at really a strategy for it, right? Because you could have the best website in the world, but if it doesn't talk to your audience, it's not going to matter at all, really.
Right. Right.
So
I think too many people have a build it and they will come mentality, right?
yes. The other thing that cracks me up that I see so often is I'll go onto a website. Somebody's like, I built this website. I'm so proud of it. It's absolutely awesome website. And I'm reading through the homepage, and there's no clear message of who their customer is or what they sell. And I'm just like, okay, this is great, but what do you do?
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. And so we really focus on who's your customer, what do you do? And then we build the rest of and tailor the rest of the messaging around what are you trying to accomplish from that.
Yeah. Awesome. Yeah. So Adam is an excellent source, guys. Again, I encourage you to connect, follow, and engage with Adam. He puts out gold almost every day on LinkedIn, and he does that free of charge, right? And I've seen him answer questions left and right. He's a very giving person. Not that I want anyone to take advantage of you, Adam, but he's got some good information out there, and he's a good source. If you're looking to redesign your site, if you're looking to build a new site, Adam is the guy to call. He's the expert. Adam, thank you very much for coming on the show. I really appreciate it, and I really hope to have you again.
I appreciate you having me on. I appreciate your time, and look forward to hearing from anybody and everybody that has questions.
Awesome. All right. You have yourself a great evening, or a great day, I should say. I'm way ahead of myself.
Thanks so much.
All right. Take care. Bye-bye.